Hello, gentlemen. If you're over 50 and your testosterone feels like it's running on empty and your erections aren't what they used to be, there's a simple kitchen combination that can change everything in just 5 nights. I'm talking about honey mixed with 2 powerful ingredients that work together like a natural hormone reset button. No pills, no prescriptions, just real food that your body actually recognizes and uses. My name is Dr. Jason Brooks, men's health specialist, and I'm so glad you're here on the Inner Strength 60 channel. I've spent 30 years studying how natural compounds affect male hormones, and what I'm about to share with you isn't some internet myth. Recent observational studies show that men who use this specific honey combination before bed see measurable improvements in morning erections within 4 to 8 weeks. We're talking about real changes in nitric oxide production, blood flow optimization, and yes, testosterone levels that actually move the needle on your lab work. Today we're going to break down exactly why honey works as a testosterone booster, reveal the 2 secret ingredients you need to mix with it, and show you the exact 5-night protocol that gets results. We'll cover the science behind why nighttime consumption matters, what's happening in your body while you sleep, and at the end I'll give you a simple checklist you can save and follow starting tonight. Here's something that might surprise you. Honey contains a mineral called boron that can increase free testosterone by up to 28% in just 1 week. And when you combine it with ingredients that boost blood flow and regulate blood sugar, you're essentially giving your body everything it needs to perform like it did 20 years ago. Now before we dive in, I want to know what's your name, how old are you, and where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments right now because I read every single one and I love knowing who's part of this community. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss the truth about what really works for men's health. Alright, let's get into habit number 1. And I promise you this is going to make so much sense you'll wonder why nobody told you this before. Let's talk about why honey isn't just something you put in your tea. This golden liquid is actually one of nature's most underrated testosterone boosters, and most men have no idea what they're missing. Raw honey contains a mineral called boron, and here's where it gets interesting. Boron directly influences how your body produces and uses testosterone. Studies have observed that men who consume adequate boron see increases in free testosterone, the kind that actually matters for erections, energy, and muscle mass. We're not talking about total testosterone that just sits there doing nothing. We're talking about the testosterone your body can actually use. But here's what makes honey special compared to other natural sweeteners. It's packed with antioxidants called flavonoids and phenolic compounds that protect your testosterone-producing cells from oxidative stress. Think of it this way. After 50, your Leydig cells, the little factories in your testicles that make testosterone, start getting damaged by free radicals. It's like rust building up on a machine. Honey comes in and acts like oil for that machine, keeping everything running smoothly. And unlike processed sugar that spikes your insulin and crashes your testosterone, honey provides a steady release of energy that doesn't mess with your hormones. Now let's talk about nitric oxide because this is where honey becomes a game maker for erections. Nitric oxide is the molecule that relaxes blood vessels and allows blood to rush into your penis. Without it, you're not getting hard. Period. Honey contains compounds that stimulate nitric oxide production in your endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. It's like opening up the highway so traffic can flow freely. Men with erectile dysfunction often have damaged endothelium, and honey helps repair that damage over time. This isn't instant like a pill, but it's building real lasting improvement in your vascular health. Here's something most doctors won't tell you. The timing of when you consume honey matters enormously. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone while you sleep, specifically during deep REM cycles. When you take honey before bed, you're giving your body the raw materials it needs right when testosterone production is ramping up. The natural sugars in honey also help tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier more easily, which improves sleep quality, which then improves testosterone production even more. It's a beautiful cycle that feeds itself. I've seen men in their 60s and 70s report that after just 2 weeks of taking honey before bed, they wake up with morning wood again. That's not a coincidence. Morning erections are a direct indicator of healthy testosterone levels and good blood flow. When you stop waking up hard, it's your body's way of saying something is off. Honey addresses both sides of that equation. It supports hormone production, and it improves circulation. And we haven't even added the 2 secret ingredients yet. Imagine what happens when you combine honey with compounds that amplify these effects even further. That's exactly what we're building toward. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. Alright, here's where things get really exciting. The first secret ingredient you're going to mix with your honey is ginger. And I'm not talking about the powdered stuff that's been sitting in your spice cabinet for 3 years. I'm talking about fresh ginger root. The kind that has a bite to it. The kind that makes your mouth tingle. Ginger has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, but modern research is finally catching up and showing us exactly why it works so well for testosterone and erections. When you combine ginger with honey, you're creating a synergy that's more powerful than either ingredient alone. Here's what ginger does that makes it perfect for men over 50. First, it's a potent vasodilator, which means it opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation throughout your entire body, including down there. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogals that stimulate blood flow by relaxing smooth muscle tissue in your arterial walls. Think of your blood vessels as garden hoses. Over time they get kinked and clogged. Ginger comes in and straightens out those kinks, allowing blood to flow freely. And better blood flow means stronger, more reliable erections. It's that simple, but ginger doesn't stop at circulation. Studies have observed that men who consume ginger regularly show significant increases in testosterone levels, sometimes as much as 17% over a 3-month period. How does it do this? Ginger reduces oxidative stress in your testicles, protecting those Leydig cells we talked about earlier. It also increases luteinizing hormone, which is the signal your brain sends to your testicles, telling them to make more testosterone. So you're not just protecting what you have, you're actually telling your body to produce more. And here's the kicker. Ginger also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that directly suppresses testosterone. When you're stressed, your body prioritizes survival over reproduction, and testosterone takes a nosedive. Ginger helps break that cycle. Now, when you mix ginger with honey, something magical happens. The natural sugars in honey help your body absorb the active compounds in ginger more efficiently. It's like honey acts as a delivery system, carrying those gingerols and shogals exactly where they need to go. Plus, ginger has a warming effect on your body. It literally increases your core temperature slightly, which improves metabolic function and helps your body process nutrients better while you sleep. That warmth also stimulates your digestive system, which is important because a healthy gut means better hormone production. Everything is connected. Here's what I want you to understand. Ginger isn't a quick fix, but it's a real fix. Men who take this honey-ginger combination before bed for 5 nights in a row often report feeling more energized in the morning, noticing stronger morning erections, and experiencing better stamina throughout the day. One gentleman I spoke with, 68 years old, told me he hadn't woken up with an erection in over 2 years. After 10 days of this protocol, it came back. He said it felt like his body remembered how to be young again. That's not magic. That's biology working the way it's supposed to when you give it the right fuel. And we're not done yet, because there's one more ingredient that takes this formula to the next level. Now we're adding the second secret weapon to this formula. And it's something you probably already have in your kitchen. Cinnamon. But not just any cinnamon. You want Ceylon cinnamon. Sometimes called true cinnamon. Not the cheap cassia variety that's loaded with coumarin and can mess with your liver if you take too much. Ceylon cinnamon is the game here. And when you add it to honey and ginger, you're creating a triple threat combination that attacks erectile dysfunction and low testosterone from 3 different angles at once. Let me tell you why cinnamon is absolutely critical for men over 50. The biggest silent killer of erections isn't age, it's blood sugar dysregulation. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes throughout the day, it damages the delicate endothelial cells lining your blood vessels. Over time, this leads to something called endothelial dysfunction, which is just a fancy way of saying your blood vessels can't relax and let blood flow properly. Cinnamon is one of the most powerful natural compounds for stabilizing blood sugar. It improves insulin sensitivity, which means your cells actually respond to insulin the way they're supposed to. When your blood sugar is stable, your blood vessels stay healthy. And healthy blood vessels mean rock-solid erections. But cinnamon does something else that's absolutely crucial for sexual function. It increases nitric oxide production through a completely different pathway than honey. While honey works on your endothelium, cinnamon activates an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, or ENOS for short. This enzyme is like a nitric oxide factory in your blood vessels. The more active it is, the more nitric oxide you produce, and the easier it is for blood to flow into your penis and stay there. This is why men who use cinnamon regularly often report that their erections feel fuller and last longer. You're literally giving your body the tools to maintain rigidity. Here's where the synergy gets really interesting. Ginger improves circulation and reduces inflammation. Honey provides the minerals and antioxidants your body needs for testosterone production. Cinnamon stabilizes your blood sugar and amplifies nitric oxide. When you put all three together before bed, you're creating the perfect hormonal environment for your body to repair itself overnight. Your testosterone production ramps up during deep sleep. Your blood vessels relax and heal, and your blood sugar stays stable instead of spiking and crashing. It's like giving your body a full tune-up every single night. I had a conversation with a 72-year-old man who told me he'd been taking Cialis for 5 years, and it barely worked anymore. He started this honey ginger cinnamon protocol, and within 3 weeks he cut his Cialis dose in half and still got better results. By week 6 he didn't need the pill at all. He said his erections felt natural again, not forced. That's the difference between masking a problem with medication and actually fixing the root cause. Cinnamon combined with honey and ginger addresses insulin resistance, inflammation, and vascular health, all at once. And the best part, you're not just improving your erections, you're improving your overall metabolic health, which means more energy, better mood, and a longer, healthier life. This is what real medicine looks like. Now, you can take all the honey, ginger, and cinnamon in the world, but if your bedroom environment is working against you, you're leaving massive results on the table. Most men have no idea that where they sleep and how they sleep has a direct impact on testosterone production and erectile function. Your bedroom isn't just a place to rest, it's a hormone optimization chamber. And small changes in temperature, light, and even the air you breathe can multiply the effects of everything we've talked about so far. Let's start with temperature, because this is huge and almost nobody talks about it. Your testicles need to be cooler than the rest of your body to produce testosterone efficiently. That's why they hang outside your body in the first place. When your bedroom is too warm, your core temperature stays elevated, your testicles overheat, and testosterone production drops. Studies show that the optimal sleeping temperature for hormone production is between 60 to the power of circ and 67 to the power of circ F, or about 15 to the power of circ to 19 to the power of circ C. I know that sounds cold, but trust me, your body will thank you. A cooler room also promotes deeper sleep, which is when your body does most of its testosterone manufacturing. If you're waking up sweating or kicking off blankets all night, your room is too hot and your hormones are suffering. Darkness is the second critical factor, and I mean complete darkness. Even a little bit of light from a street lamp, alarm clock, or phone charger can disrupt your melatonin production. And melatonin isn't just a sleep hormone. It's also a powerful antioxidant that protects your testosterone-producing cells. When light hits your eyes, even through closed eyelids, it signals your brain that it's daytime and your body reduces melatonin output. This creates a cascade effect. Poor melatonin means poor sleep quality. Poor sleep quality means less deep REM sleep, and less REM sleep means lower testosterone. Get blackout curtains. Cover your electronics and make your bedroom as dark as a cave. The difference in how you feel in the morning will shock you. Now let's talk about something most men completely ignore. The air quality in your bedroom. If you're breathing stale, dry air all night, your body isn't getting the oxygen it needs for optimal cellular function, including hormone production. Poor air quality also increases inflammation, which directly suppresses testosterone. Open a window if the outside air is clean, or get a simple air purifier. And here's a pro tip. Keep the humidity between 40 and 60%. Too dry and your airways get irritated, disrupting sleep. Too humid, and you're creating an environment for mold and allergens. Your body needs clean, fresh, oxygen-rich air to repair itself overnight. And that includes repairing the systems responsible for erections and testosterone. Here's what I want you to understand. When you combine the honey, ginger, cinnamon protocol with a properly optimized bedroom, you're stacking advantages. The mixture gives your body the raw materials it needs, and the environment allows your body to actually use those materials efficiently. I've talked to men who made these bedroom changes and reported that their morning erections came back stronger and more consistently within 2 weeks. One guy, 64 years old, told me he used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night to pee, and after cooling his room down and blacking it out completely, he started sleeping through the night. Better sleep meant better testosterone. Better testosterone meant better erections. And better erections meant he felt like a man again. Don't underestimate the power of your environment. It's not sexy. It's not a magic bullet, but it works, and it works fast. Alright, let's get real for a minute. You can take your honey, ginger, cinnamon mixture every single night, optimize your bedroom like a pro, but if you're eating foods that destroy testosterone and kill blood flow, you're basically trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. There are specific foods that will amplify everything we've talked about. And there are 3 foods that are absolute testosterone assassins. Most men are eating these killers every single day and wondering why nothing works anymore. Let's start with the foods that supercharge your results. First up, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, including in your blood vessels and testicles. Inflammation is testosterone's worst enemy. When your body is inflamed, it prioritizes putting out fires instead of making hormones. Omega-3s also improve insulin sensitivity, which works synergistically with the cinnamon in your nighttime mixture. Eat fatty fish 3 times a week, and you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to produce testosterone and maintain healthy erections. Another powerhouse food is dark leafy greens like spinach and kale. These are rich in magnesium, and magnesium is directly involved in testosterone production. Low magnesium equals low testosterone. It's that simple. Throw some spinach in your eggs, make a salad with dinner, and you're stacking the deck in your favor. Now let's talk about the 3 foods you need to avoid like the plague if you want this protocol to work. Number 1. Soy products. I'm talking about soy milk, tofu, edamame, and all those processed foods with soy protein isolate. Soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens that mimic estrogen in your body. When you consume soy regularly, you're essentially flooding your system with fake estrogen, which directly suppresses testosterone production. Your body thinks it has enough estrogen, so it stops making as much testosterone to balance things out. I've seen men cut soy completely and watch their testosterone climb 15 to 20% in just a few weeks. If you're serious about getting your hormones back, soy has to go. Number 2. Vegetable oils and seed oils. I'm talking about canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, all that cheap stuff used in restaurants and processed foods. These oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids that promote inflammation and oxidative stress. They damage your cell membranes, including the cells in your testicles that produce testosterone. Even worse, these oils mess with your blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow into your penis. Cook with olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil instead. The difference in how you feel is night and day. And number 3, this one's tough but necessary. Alcohol. I know you like your beer or your glass of wine at night, but here's the truth. Alcohol is a direct testosterone suppressant. It increases an enzyme called aromatase that converts testosterone into estrogen. It also disrupts your sleep architecture, preventing you from reaching deep sleep where testosterone is produced. If you're drinking every night, you're sabotaging everything. You don't have to quit forever, but during this 5-night protocol and for at least 2 weeks after, cut the alcohol completely. Let your body reset. Here's the strategy that works. Time your meals to support the honey mixture. Eat a dinner rich in healthy fats and protein about 3 hours before bed. This keeps your blood sugar stable overnight and provides amino acids for testosterone production. Avoid heavy carbs late at night because they spike insulin, which can interfere with growth hormone and testosterone release during sleep. Hydration matters too. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, but taper off 2 hours before bed so you're not waking up to pee and disrupting your sleep cycles. And here's a pro tip. Add foods high in zinc like oysters, pumpkin seeds, and grass-fed beef. Zinc is essential for testosterone.